In just a few short years, this superwoman powerhouse has gone from American Idol contestant to a leading role in Dreamgirls. She's a mother, a fiancée, and she has an amazing movie in the works. She is Academy Award winner Jennifer Hudson.
Well,
Hey,
thank you.
Jennifer.
It's a lovely introduction.
Very well deserving.
Thank you.
I'm sure you've had some great introductions in the past few years. Much well deserved.
Thank you.
Jennifer, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
I know that you hear that over and over again, but I know
Wow.
it can never be said enough.
Wow, it's just been a surprise and overwhelming, just the reaction to the whole weight loss and teaming up with Weight Watchers and everything. And it's something I didn't expect, but I didn't realize so many people were watching. I always say
Right.
that, yeah.
Yeah, and actually, I've been waiting for the moment to say that we have something in common. I've actually lost 42 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is great.
Thank you. Thank you
Wow.
very much.
Congratulations to you too.
Thank you. And my life changed, so I know that your life changed with 80 pounds.
Yes.
And do you feel like people just look at you differently, and do they treat you differently too?
Oh
Have
my
you
God,
noticed
it's
that?
so it's strange and it's kind of sad, but it's true.
Yeah, it's
That
very
you,
true.
and then you don't realize just how much you're discriminated against until you cross to the other side and see all the things that you missed out on. And they
Yes.
get the opportunities of. Once you've crossed the other side, you can say, "Wow, I didn't even know that was there."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a completely different world.
Yeah, and I'm ashamed to say that sometimes I do take a double take in the mirror now.
Yeah, me too. I just was walking up the hallway and saw my new album cover on the wall, and for a second I was like, I know, hey, that's me,
That was actually one of the things I was going to ask you, is how you felt when you first saw it.
Oh my God, I love it. And this is like my first time seeing it outside of on my phone or on my computer, but actually seeing it out there in
Yeah.
somebody else's possession.
Yeah, and you actually inspired your family to lose weight too, I heard.
Oh my God, yes. Every day I get a new report
Yeah.
of how much somebody has lost or what they're doing to work out, and I'm always trying to encourage them to keep going. And they're doing extremely well, and I'm very, very proud of everybody. And they didn't have to hop on that bandwagon and do it too, but they did.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Do you kind of feel like you have a sense of obligation to keep the weight off?
Well, yeah, now that, again, like I said, I didn't realize so many people were watching.
Yeah.
But I take it seriously, and like my fiance told me one day, like, oh man, like, do you have to hurry? Do you have to take all this time to get ready? Can we just go out and you just throw on whatever and go like you used to do? And I'm like, no, I'm a walking billboard. People are watching.
Exactly.
And I take it seriously, and that's the result of it. Like, people, they look and say, wow, look at her, and I can do this too. And so it's just to encourage people, to keep going, which is a huge responsibility.
Yeah, so did you feel different on the red carpet this time at the Academy Awards as a presenter this year?
Yeah, I mean, it was quite overwhelming almost.
Yeah.
Like, I could move, and then the dress was like a job in itself, and then the attention that it got, it was like, oh my God, I had like, wow, this is crazy. So being, coming through a journey, like you just said, you spoke of your weight loss, and getting to the other side, it's a lot of things that come with it. And a lot of times, like, even though your physical is there at the moment, your mind might not have caught up yet. Like, for me, it's still catching up to what I am today. And then now being in the limelight of it makes it even more, that much more overwhelming to deal with,
Yeah, definitely. And if you're anything like me, you have enjoyed your shopping. I have enjoyed the
I can't
shopping.
sleep at night because I don't know. I'm like, okay, what am I going to wear?
Oh,
I need
yeah.
to go shopping.
Yeah.
And I'm,
Yeah. I never knew this went with this.
Yeah.
It looks different.
And there's so much. I think that's the funnest part, and my favorite part is that it's so much more enjoyable and fun. Like, you just throw on anything, and it's just instantly cute. You don't have to overthink it or like, oh God, how do I put this together, this and that. It's just throw it on, and it's
Just
great.
throw it on.
Yeah, fittings aren't as long, Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, we can definitely see Jennifer's weight loss on the cover of her album, I Remember Me, which is coming to stores March 22nd. Fantastic single. Where you at?
Thank you. I love it so much.
Yeah, and R. Kelly. You
Yes.
worked with R. Kelly on that song.
Actually, he wrote the song and he sent it. I actually did not meet R. Kelly until after the song was recorded.
Really?
But they said he put up a shrine of pictures of me around his house. And like,
Wow.
that's what he does when he's like really into something or a project, and that's how he came up with the song, and that was his way of channeling me. And he did an outstanding job. Like, he's a genius. Like,
Wow.
it's like, wow. And then we spoke after I recorded because I wanted to have his reviews. Like, okay, what you thinking? He was like, I gave you a package and you delivered, girl. You delivered. And it's just, and then I met him, like, not too long after at the pre-Grammy. So I just met him. And then I got to work with Alicia,
Right.
which was so awesome. She did 3 songs on the album.
Oh.
And it's just amazing music. And I just remember sitting down with her, and I was actually in the studio, and it was a one-on-one, you know, and I remember being in there just like, wow, this is amazing. Am I really in the studio with Alicia Keys working on my album, my project? And because R. Kelly, Alicia, all them people, I've always looked up to them.
Yeah.
And you know, they inspired me to get where I am today, and then to be here today and working with them on my project, and they know my name, and she's telling me, Jennifer, you're inspiration, and that's why I wrote this song for you, and this is what you're doing. And you know, and it's like surreal.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. But I had such an amazing time working with them. And then that's one of the things about this album that I love, is that they took time to tailor music from me and and to create my sound and help my artist shine. And this album is like my baby. I love it because of that reason.
Yeah. And speaking of your baby, how is your son?
Oh, he's the cutest, sweetest little thing in the world.
And she's not just saying that because she's his mother.
No, he charms the pants off of everyone he comes across, and he's so friendly. We were because he goes everywhere with me, and we were coming out of the airport, and he had his little burger and fries, and this lady was sitting in the airport eating her lunch, and he decided to sit and have his lunch with her. He eating his fries, and when I tried to take him away, he started crying. She's like, "Oh wow, this is a new little found friend she found."
Oh, how
in the
cute.
airport, so he ordered. Yeah, he's just amazing.
Oh, that's
He
great.
really is. He brings joy and light to everybody he comes across.
Wow. How does he adjust to the celebrity life? Because I know you have paparazzi and
He loves it. Like at the Essence luncheon, I took him with me because I was like, Essence is like family, you know, so I'm going to take my family, and I took him with me. And we put him on the carpet with me, and he had a fit when he had to get off. And he smiled, and he waved at all the cameras, and I mean, he loves it.
Oh,
he
that's
loves
great.
it. Yeah.
That is fantastic.
And he's around it so much, so he's, you know, he's kind of getting used to it. I think he already is used to it, to be honest.
Well, you never know.
Little David
Some
is
talent
something
will
else.
develop, I'm sure. He comes from a very talented mother.
Thank you.
And
Thank
father.
you. Thank you.
And one more thing with the album, I understand that it's based on some poetry.
Well, the title track, I Remember Me, is just, it came from, I woke up one morning and I just started writing. And because people always ask, like, what does she think? How does she feel? Like, they want to know my thoughts, and they want to, you know, see things from my perspective. And that was the best way I could do it. And it's like, of who I am, where I am, how I feel. And to me, I always say I feel like I've led over 4 different lives in just 29 years.
Yes.
And nothing is the same right now today as it was 10 years ago for me to identify myself from.
Yes.
Other than my hands or the scar on my hand or my voice.
Yes.
Like, okay, that's how I know that's me, because, that's my voice, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
or this or that. And so that's where it came from. And I just started writing, and that's how I came up with I Remember Me. And I wanted Ryan Tedder to finish the song. I was like, nobody else can finish this song but Ryan Tedder. And he finished it and made an amazing song. And I just felt like it's the closest thing to me. And it came from me, originated from me. And that's why I named the album I Remember Me.
That is a beautiful story.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Jennifer Hudson's newest album, sophomore album, I Remember Me, in stores March 22nd. Check it out. You've already heard where you're at, so you know what's in store. I'm Erica Taylor, and this is BlackAmericaWeb.com.